Hey guys, it's Synthesize and welcome back to another gameplay guide for Heroes of the Storm. Today we're going to be looking at probably the number one 1v1 hero in the game currently, the Butcher. He is a melee assassin, and what does he do? He has a Q, which is a straight line damage, and it also applies a slowing debuff that slowly fades. He has a W, which is a mark that you place on an enemy, and any damage that you do to an enemy that is placed with this mark called Butcher's Brand, you're going to get back a whole bunch of health. And his E is his sort of movement ability. It's an engage ability. You're going to charge a target, and once you land that charge, you're going to apply a small stun. His other main thing is his trait is, well, if you can get this easy kill off, just get there in time, which was really good for us because we can now push this lane quite freely, and basically good timing. I can explain the trait. So with his trait is every time you kill minions, you're going to pick up these little red sort of teardrops. They're called meat, and every drop of meat that you pick up to a maximum of 25, you're going to get 1 attack power. So early game, it's really strong for Butcher to lane and really focus on getting up those that 25 stacks, because it really is a considerable amount of attack power to not be with in those early team fights. I'm just going to focus on getting as many of these coins as I can and pick up almost all of them. Alright. Savannah's low. I don't want to engage too heavily as I am holding 4 coins. Looks like the friendly team is engaging, and I'll definitely go to help that out. So now, which way are we going? Which way are we going? We're going to engage on Sylvanas, get that stun, and those few coins as well. So good work from us. Do have most of the coins, but unfortunately we did lose a few. No, I don't want to. We want to be very careful. Okay, I'm going to apply my Butcher's Brand, get us off as many of these auto attacks as possible, and you can see we get a whole bunch of health back as well. So that worked out very well in our favour. Looks like I'm getting a bit of hate. Here we're going to pick up Flail Axe. This is going to extend our Q a fair bit, actually quite a fair bit, 40%. It's going to really. The problem with the Butcher is a lot of his sustainability, well, all of his sustainability revolves around applying your brand and then healing off it, because he is so squishy otherwise. So the main counter to that is when you do have a brand, the Butcher's Brand applied to you, you just walk away, run away, use your escape, and the Butcher's kind of out of luck. He doesn't have any re-engage abilities, especially if you've already used your E to engage. So it's a good practice to, it's a good idea to usually engage without your E, getting as close to the enemy as possible, and then once they use their escape mechanic like sprint or vault or something like that, then you use your E, your charge to counter their disengage mechanic. But sometimes that's not always available. So when you have applied your brand and then the enemy just runs away, the Butcher's in a lot of trouble, and they're the situations that you want to avoid quite considerably. We might be able to get this Malfurion pick here. I'm going to get that Flail Axe going. It's going to apply the slow and an easy kill in the end. So we're almost up to full stacks, and here we're going to pick up Abattoir. Abattoir is going to increase that 25 stack limit to 35, and when we die, we don't lose all our stacks, because that is we lose half instead of all our stacks, because that's going to allow us to, if we do happen to die, not have to go through this long laning phase again while we have to soak lane and get back up all these stacks. We can just sort of get back in a lot quicker, and there's a lot more fluid gameplay. So Varnus is up top. So once again, I want to engage her face to face and save my E for when she escapes, but she's actually already used her haunting wave. So keep the flailing axe going. Yeah, we did manage to pick up the kill in the end there. Alrighty, time to tap. That'll be the most safest thing to do. Now I could apply the brand to one of these guys, and I think it will actually apply to this guy, just get back a little bit more health. You don't get back as much when you apply it to a minion, but you still get back a considerable amount. Malfurion. I might actually charge in, see if we can get off a little bit of damage, but once again I don't want to, I want to play sort of relatively well, passive. Passive's not the right word, but I don't want to take too many risks because I am so squishy. It's so easily to put myself in a bad position where I can easily get picked by a couple people. So I can flank around. Did walk straight into that route. Not to worry, I'm gonna go help out our teammates down bottom. Well, I want this Rainer, he's dead. Alright, I'm gonna run in and just get that stun happening. See if I can get some heals going too. Come on, there we go. Did manage to pick up the kill just in the end. Alright, so for an ultimate, I really like Lamb to the Slaughter. This is going to basically negate everyone's disengage mechanic and lock somebody down so that they can't escape and they can't leave our Butcher's Brand period, and it's going to give us so much one-on-one potential. We're just really going to accentuate that one-on-one potential, and if we can find anyone out in the open by themselves, well, they're gone, they're dead, and that's what we're going to really sort of focus on our playstyle being as well. Just trying to lock out these one-on-one situations, pick and choose our battles. New bracket, really bad situation. I'll see if I can get there in time. It doesn't look like it. Nope, he does escape in the end. The other thing with the Butcher is he's pretty good at taking Merc Camp solo because he can self-heal himself. He is really good at, say, taking these camps, and I'll try that now. What I'm going to do is take a whole bunch of damage first and then heal. The other thing with Hamstring is it resets your auto attack timer. So your auto attack swing timer. Ooh, Malfurion is a little bit out of position. I'm going to see if I can flank. Nope, we just see two. Don't want to engage then. Yeah, they definitely would be. Nope, definitely is the wrong word. Alright, let's see if I can pick off anyone with Lamb to the Slaughter. No. Wait for the Hyperion to leave and then I'll re-engage. Actually, we might be able to pick up this Illidan. Yeah, we do. It's a really aggressive push bot. I'm going to use this charge to get into the fight. Pick up the Abatha and the Malfurion. Oh, I think I've stayed my welcome. Alright, here we're going to pick up... I'm going to pick up Savage Charge. Normally, I do like to go Spell Shield, but I think with our enemy combo, I think I can get more out of Savage Charge. So what Savage Charge is going to do is going to give us... When we land the Savage Charge, it's going to do damage equal to 15% of their current health. So, in these instances, engaging with E isn't as bad because we can get chunk them down really early, and then hopefully either use Lamb to the Slaughter or finish them off, or it just gives us a little bit more of flexibility with our engage mechanic. Just need two more. Let's see if we. I'm gonna engage here. Pick up those blasts.
Very impressive.
2 pieces of gold. Actually, lots. We have a lot of coins. I didn't realize how many coins we have on us. Getting boss here wouldn't be horrible. Yeah. Thank you, Globe. Alright. Which is also, well, decent at tanking the boss as well, as we can get back a lot of health. So here we see we just easily just tank the boss for that short period of time. Hey. Oh, I'm gonna be in trouble. I'm in trouble. Yeah, nowhere to go. And with our team sort of focusing on killing that last little bit of the boss, that was just a really unfortunate situation for me with no escaping mechanics. But does look like we may potentially be able to pick up a few kills. No, but they're going to turn this around with EDC with 11 coins. This is an awkward situation. But no, we do manage to get 4 of the enemy team. So we're in a really good situation. All that's left is Abathur. So 14, 18 coins, another turn in. And boss pushing top lane. This is not looking good for the enemy team. It's looking not too bad with us. That was our first death. We're doing not too bad. I mean, the Zebo is really strong at the moment, but 10,000 hero damage is okay. It's not the best. Probably need to get ourselves into a little bit more of an aggressive situation. Here I'm going to pick up Blood Frenzy. This is going to give us attack speed as well as attack power for every stack of meat that we get. So I'm definitely going to focus on quickly getting up at least that back up to 35. And then we're going to really do some damage. Almost there. Looks like I'm going to engage. Yeah, get Glam to the slaughter. He's not going anyway. Abathur monstrosity, no problem for me, especially when we're up to 33 stacks, 34 stacks. We have some crazy attack speed, and that attack speed also helps gain us back more health, because the way that the mark works is it's a percentage of damage done is returned by health. So the more damage we're doing, the more health we're returning. It just all sort of fluidly flows together. The more stacks really is so important with the Butcher, and it is one of the main areas where I see a lot of people, well, misplay is not quite the exact word, but they don't play the Butcher optimally, and that is they're not really paying enough respect to the way that the stacks work. Or Abathur in a really, see if I can pick this off. There we do. Gonna Lamp and Slaughter ill them again, get back a whole lot of health. Actually, not enough health. Damn it. That Tranquility completely ruining my day there. Oh well. Does look like the friendly team might be able to clean up the mess I made. And a dominated enemy team. We've got Mercs pushing top and bottom. This is, once again, a really good situation for us. Okay. What could we be doing here? Definitely, if we can take out the top fort, that'd be a good result. Less for the pirate to do once we do turn in. Sylvanas a little bit out of position. Oh, Abathur all by himself. We don't seem to be looking to pick him up. Alright, there we do. Not sure why he decided to symbiote in the middle of a team fight, but fair enough. Just gonna get these coins. We just need one. No, we're gonna need a couple turn-ins. Fortunately, we're back to 18 stacks of meat, so I have to pay attention to that and not engage too heavily. Looks like everyone's turning in. This will be enough for this bombardment at least. I don't think this will be enough. Oh, I don't want to engage. I'm gonna leave. That's just dangerous. Oh, actually, they are so low. No. Just quickly picking up that 11 kill as he did jump in really deep there. Well, Sylvana going, even using her only disengage to attack, and that really put her in a horrible position, and good for me to capitalize. So now we do have an escape mechanic, and this is a really important stage for the Butcher, because now I can be aggressive with that E, and if we put ourselves in an awkward position, we can easily get ourselves out, or if we don't quite manage to lock down, say, the Sylvanas or the Illidan, we can then use Bolt to re-engage again. So 20 is such a great level for the Butcher. I'm actually going to get just coins, because if we just turn in that coins, we will also win. Okay, I'm going to just start the boss fight, take a whole bunch of damage. I'm going to wait for the first slam. Alright, now I'll heal. Use Q as much as I can, because it resets my attack swing and also does a whole bunch of damage. 3. And that should be game. Alright, let's clean up top lane and let the boss do as much damage as possible. Oh, hey. Probably... What do I want to pick off here? I'm going to pick off Malfurion, as he doesn't have an ability to get out. Oh, good silence. Stops me from initially locking Malfurion down, but not long enough. Alright. He is in big trouble. Alright, who can we heal off? Well, it looks like it's going to be Sylvanas. And that was the Butcher gameplay. I'm going to take a little bit of tower damage here. Here we go. So, not too bad. He really is the master at that one-on-one, so the best way to play him is try to pick and choose your fights where you put yourself in these one-on-one positions, and you'll play the Butcher perfectly.